This is a major story we're tracking for you at this hour. Just under 1,000 mine workers are trapped underground at Sibanye Gold's Beatrix mine in the northern Free State. A massive storm last night downed power in the area. 64 miners have been brought to the surface.
Last night there was quite a severe storm in the Free State, which affected two different power cables, Eskom power cables, and basically cut off all electricity supply to the mine. So we were unable to bring the night shift up at the end of their shift this morning. Eskom has restored power to our Beatrix West shaft, and we've managed to bring the people up from that shaft, but there's still 950 people at Beatrix 3 and Beatrix 1 shaft, which we still need to bring up to surface.
Let's get some reaction to this now. We're joined on the line by National Union of Mine Workers spokesperson Joanne Mamburu. Thank you so much for your time on the program today, Mr. Mamburu. Just tell us what you are hearing from your members on the ground at this mine.
Thank you very much, Joanne. I was just informed that by our members who are there on the ground that it's actually thousands of workers who are still trapped underground since last night around 8 p.m. They are all trapped underground. The problem is that the cage that is supposed to take them to the surface is not working because of the power failure. That's what our members have just told us. And they're also saying that the company is using a generator to try and power that cage, but they are rescuing one mine worker at a time. And those who have been rescued are suffering from heat cramps, shock and dehydration.
So my question to you was going to be, are they in danger? But it looks as though, although they've suffered some discomfort and there certainly has been a problem with what has happened last night, that their lives don't appear to be in danger at this point.
No, it's a worrying situation. Remember, Joanne, that there are other mine workers there who are suffering from chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, and they don't have medication with them. So that is what we are worried about as the NVM.
And of course, with one person coming up at a time, it's going to take rather a long time to get all of those miners to the surface.
No, that is true. We agree, and then we feel that the company must do something, because since last night and one man worker is being rescued at a time, it's a worrying situation. And as the NVM, we want to call on Sibanye Gold to speed up the rescue operation, and we want to emphasize that we sell our labor, not our lives, lungs and lives. So they must make sure that all those workers who are trapped underground are rescued alive.
Tell me, what would your suggestion be of how this operation could be sped up without putting any of the lives underground at risk?
Now, we feel also the Department of DMR Inspectorate must also get involved as soon as possible and see that those workers are rescued as soon as possible. Like I said, that the others are suffering from heat cramps, dehydration and shock. So it's a worrying situation. So it's not enough to rescue one mine worker at a time when thousands are trapped underground.
Have they been able to get food and water to them underground, Mr. Mamburu?
Joanne, it's a confusing situation, because I'm told by some of our members that those workers do not have access to water and food. But when the company informs the media, they are saying that they've got access to water and food. So I don't want to, it's a difficult one, but our members are telling us a different story. Sibanye is saying there's different story. So we hope that they are getting food and water underground. So that will be very important.
I mean, and naturally there are power problems there after what happened regarding the storm last night, but we're told that they're trying to use generators to speed up the process.
Yes, that's what our members have informed us, but the rescue operation is very slow, because they are only able to rescue one mine worker at a time. So that is a worrying situation, because our members have reliably informed us that it's thousands of workers that are trapped underground there.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Good to have your perspective into what is going on there at the moment. NUM spokesperson Joanne Mamburu joining us on the line there.